When people are looking to make a move to Greater Lansing, Michigan, East Lansing is one of the most popular places that people want to live. You got Michigan State University, you got the Wharton Center that brings Broadway caliber shows, you have football games, college sports, you have historic neighborhoods, and I'm excited to show you this newest listing that I have in one of the most popular neighborhoods, which is known as Glencairn neighborhood. So I'm gonna be taking you on a tour of that home. Also, I'm gonna be taking you on a drive to show you how close it really is from Glencairn neighborhood all the way to East Lansing, because that's a question I get from a lot of people. Am I gonna be that close to the students? We'll be taking you on that tour as well. So be sure to stay tuned all the way till the very end, because you're not gonna wanna miss the proximity that Glencairn has. So I'm gonna get started with this next episode of Lansing, Michigan Life right now. If this is your first time to the channel, my name is Troy Seifert. I help sell real estate in Greater Lansing. I help people make a smooth move. So whatever your time frame is, I would love to be able to help you out. Feel free to contact me. All my contact information is in the description below. And if you haven't already, please like this video or subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified when brand new episodes of Lansing, Michigan Life go live. So like I said, I am in one of the most popular neighborhoods in probably all of Greater Lansing, actually. It's not just East Lansing. This is a place that people want to live because of all the historic homes that are here. If you look here, you're just kind of seeing taller trees. Right behind me here as well, you're seeing older architecture, so older homes that are behind me, not cookie cutter whatsoever. It's really popular for people who are maybe professors at Michigan State University who want to be close to the school, but also alumni of Michigan State University because they want to be close to all the action. This listing that I have that I'm about to show you, it's 1025 Wildwood Drive. It's towards the front part of Glencairn, and it is 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. Got a little over 1,700 square feet on the top 2 floors. Got a completely updated kitchen that is amazing. It's like a chef's dream there, especially if you're in a historic home. You know that a lot of the kitchens, if they're not remodeled, they're gonna look old, they're gonna look dated. This one got a complete kitchen remodel and hardwood floors all throughout, like they look like they're brand new, like they're shining when you go through them, in great shape. So I am super excited to show it to you because it is just over $500,000. I'm starting the listing price at $525,000 because it does look very stately from the front and just is a prime lot. And before I show you this property, I want to kind of take you on a little bit of a tour of where I'm located, because this is Glencairn. Now if I turn this around, you're seeing these cars going by. This is Grand River Avenue. People who are going this way are going towards Frandor, which is one of the most hated places I've talked about in all of Lansing, but tons of shopping there, retail, and easy highway access. So the reason why this is really a really popular area is just because, hey, if maybe you're not working at Michigan State, maybe you're working at Sparrow Hospital, or maybe you're working for one of the major corporations, you have easy highway access, close to the 127 expressway, close to 496, easy access to 69, 96, all of the highways that are here, you will have extremely easy access to. So this is Grand River Avenue. Then going this way over here, go about like a mile east and you will go right into downtown East Lansing. I'm gonna take you on that tour. But then across the street is a neighborhood known as Chesterfield Hills. Now it's not, maybe it's not as desirable or as popular as Glencairn, because in Glencairn, a lot of the homes are going for at least $450,000 plus, and they are just more luxurious homes. Here across the street, you do have homes that are going for just over $300,000. Like the price per house is going to be a little bit less in Chesterfield Hills, and it's between Grand River and then Michigan Avenue that goes further south. So you have this whole historic homes area. And the thing that you have to know about being in a historic homes district is that you're not gonna be able to make a lot of modifications, so there's gonna be some restrictions that are there. A lot of the yards here are gonna be smaller. You're about to see that in my newest listing. So without further ado, I am going to get in front of my listing. It's just right around the corner over here. I will meet you on the flip side. Good, so I'm here right in front of the house. And one thing that I wanna show you that is super unique and just shows the character of the house are just like the little pillars, the columns like right here in the front. Again, it just shows you like how stately this house is. We walk up, you see it's a beautiful colonial type historical home. Again, you see that same character right here up in the front, and not all the homes in Glencairn have this. Nice newer doors. Other thing before I open this door, got a nice little mail slot here, if I can, oh no, they taped it. So, but if you decide not to tape it, there's a mail carrier that comes here and can just drop the mail right in that mail slot. Like, that is totally old school, makes you feel like you've rewound yourself back in time. So let's go in, and the hardwood floors here, folks, all throughout. There isn't any carpet whatsoever. Hardwood floors are in great shape. You got a gas fireplace right over here. Another thing I want to point out, this detail, these blinds are not cheap, folks. You can actually put them up and down. You can move them out. You got these all throughout. You got built-ins over here. And back here, like, there's a nice little option that you could do where you can make it a dining room. You can make it a little sitting area, parlor area, a little reading nook. That's what the sellers here decided to do. And then back here, we have a half bath. And I said it was 1 or 2.5 bathrooms. You got the half bath here. And a small little closet for storage. This is gonna go down the basement. We'll go down there later. The kitchen. This is what makes this house. Because in Glencairn neighborhood, a lot of them are small little galley kitchens that just have one row here, and it's super skinny. And it wasn't the owner that we bought this from, but it was the owner prior, did an extensive kitchen remodel. So, these are things I just had to point out to you. This fridge, not your standard fridge, because first of all, you open it up, your beverage center is right here, you can fill it up. I mean, that's kind of bougie, don't you think? It's like a $4,000 fridge. And then you open it up, I hope they don't mind that I'm showing everything inside, but I wanted to show you just again, like, it's not a cheap looking fridge. Then you have a nice little bar area with a wine rack. They use it for a coffee area. Got your dishwasher, you got gas stove, microwave, and then here's the true test. Okay, I know these are soft close, hang on. That is soft close. So there might be a repair need to be made on the top one, but I know all these for a fact are soft close, because if I get mad, look, there you go. And they got a nice little breakfast nook area. This is what they use for their dining area. That's why I showed you in the back. If you remember, that was a little reading nook. You could easily make that dining room. And again, beautiful gleaming hardwoods all throughout. Let's travel upstairs. And I love the accent wallpaper up here, just the accent wall there. They did repaint a lot of the house since moving in here. Let's go in the primary. Decent size, got a king bed, hardwood floors still everywhere in this house. You got the built-ins there for your closet storage. Very typical with older homes. You got a second bedroom over here. The standard closet. And a lot of the windows here, like some of them have been replaced with the vinyl, but then you do still have some of the original windows, but you can even see like they've taken great care of these windows to not make it that, like, because typically with older homes, like if the windows are older, you're gonna get colder air coming through with the Michigan winters, makes it not so great, not as efficient. But you can tell there's been some upgrades to the windows here. Now I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go to the third bedroom. You got hardwood floors all throughout, but this is a decent size second bedroom. This could easily be 4 bedrooms up here. They decided to make this a huge bedroom. This could also be a primary if you wanted it to be, because it does have a closet. And then, don't have the light on in here, but There is attic access for storage. It's all pitch black, but see, there's the trap door up there, and you can have storage up there as well. Or maybe eventually, like I know a lot of people in this neighborhood finish off that attic space, so it could be finishable. And I'm gonna show you the shared bathroom. Remember I told you 2.5 bathrooms. Again, I love these built-ins they have over here for storage, and a laundry chute that goes all the way down to the basement where the washer dryer is. But the bathroom, the vintage black and white tile, they keep up with the character here, as you can see. Okay, let's go downstairs. Now, a couple cool things I want to feature about the basement. So remember, if you've been following my channel, I say older homes have older problems. And it's not like it's a bad thing, it's just because homes, over time, their foundations wear off, like there's just things that happen and you gotta continue to keep up with the homes. And these are historical homes, like I said in the beginning, a historical neighborhood. So everyone's taking great care of a lot of the homes here in Glencairn, but there are some things you just have to be aware of that you have to be able to live with. One of the things is that here in this neighborhood with where it was located, there was some water issues before the owner that was here. They did all the waterproofing here before, but you see there's a wall here, so it is partially finished off with a vent. But you could easily make this a more finishable space if you wanted to. And it is partially finished. You can see the wall there. And they have a full bathroom down here. So you can easily have guests. Got your laundry area, furnace, water heater, electrical panel, all that stuff has been updated because sometimes with these things you had to be aware if like they have updated the plumbing, the electrical furnace, because those are costs that add up. Then over here, they have a sump pump, and they did a waterproofing system and foundation structural stuff, I guess you could call it. So right here, one or two things that are done if there's a wall that is bowing, and it's not something to freak out about, folks, okay, is they will put the steel beams here to prevent any further shifting. And even when I look at it, you guys, like the wall is not severely bowed, but at some point somebody saw that the wall was bowed. They need to prevent any sort of bowing that happens, so they have these braces that are here to help take care of it. Another thing you might find in the older homes in here or in Chesterfield Hills, which is that neighborhood just south of here that I featured earlier, is you might see carbon fiber straps, which might be just as far apart. This doesn't have carbon fiber straps, but you might see a strap that goes behind foundation wall to, again, help secure the wall so it doesn't shift any further. It's just more of an education piece that I have to tell people. It's nothing to be concerned about. In fact, when we bought this house, there were multiple offers on this house just because of the popularity of this neighborhood. But in Michigan, especially in this neighborhood, it's just something that you have to be aware of, and these people took the steps to be able to take care of this. And then you have another little storage closet over here as well. So you can see shelving for storage. And then the last thing, we're gonna end this going outside of the house tour. You can see you have composite deck here. It's a little hot. I can't really put my bare feet on here. But they did put a new roof up top. That's been one thing that they've done. You got a patio area with a couple chairs. This is all the green space you get. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, it's just a typical Glencairn thing. The lots are small. You're not gonna have 1/4 acre, 1/3 of an acre, 1/2 acre lots. A lot of people have less than 1/4 acre lots. It's just the way it is in this area, but people still love it here. And then over here, there's a detached automatic 2-car garage with plenty of storage as well. You got the driveway that is in great shape So that wraps up this home tour, and I will see you on the flip side, because now I'm gonna take you on a driving tour showing you how close this house and this neighborhood is to downtown East Lansing where the students are, because that's a question I get a lot. How close is this neighborhood to where all the student activity is? So I'm gonna drive in my car. I will meet you on the other side. So I am leaving the house right now, and I just want to kind of show you how close this neighborhood is. I'm gonna point out just some little things as I'm driving here too, just so you can see a little bit more of the neighborhood here in Glencairn, because it is a really cool neighborhood. The one thing I want to let you know is that there is a school that is within the neighborhood. I think I've mentioned that before. And we're about to cross over a street that's going to be Harrison that you would take to be able to get to the school. I'm just going to continue to go on Wildwood here. Again, you can just see the homes, and a lot of people just take the sidewalks here within the neighborhood to be able to go. I'm just going to continue to go. You're going to see this is Grand River Avenue right here. I just went all the way clear around. This is University Drive. So you can keep going through the neighborhood to be able to walk to the university, but you also see on Grand River Avenue here, you got some of the historic homes. This is the main drag. And then you're gonna see up here at the traffic light, this is Harrison Road. So if you go left on Harrison, which the road's closed, that's why I couldn't go, but if you turn left on Harrison, that'll take you to the elementary school. You turn right, that's gonna take you all the way down to the Breslin Center, to Spartan Stadium, where Michigan State plays all of their games. You see some people walking here, but it is the summer and the students won't come back for another few weeks. So one thing that people really like about the downtown East Lansing area during the summer is that it really kind of dies off. They could use a little bit of a break. But coming up here, you're gonna start seeing the high rises over here on the left. Not these. These do have some student housing, has a Big coffee shop there on the left. They got Crunchies, which is a staple here. Crunchies burgers and beer. That has existed for years and years and years. Got a nice historic church here. Right now that's the People's Church. You do see some students just kind of riding around on their bikes, but it's kind of dead right now. And now I'm here in downtown East Lansing area. So you saw how super convenient it was to be able to just go down Harrison and you could get to your elementary school, walk there, or like on one way if you went north, or down to the south was all the student sporting events. And you could walk to Target if you wanted to from the neighborhood. They have lots of restaurants over here, Raising Cane's. You got over here to the right, you got some of the historic buildings for the campus. And you also got the Broad Museum, which is very famous. It's actually had Batman versus Superman air there. So again, I just kind of wanted to show you guys what this looked like here. So I am going to stop this right now and I'm gonna wrap this up. So I want to wrap this up. I'm here at the other end of downtown East Lansing. Continue to watch my channel and browse through, because I do have plenty of videos about the downtown area, about East Lansing. You're not gonna wanna miss that. But a question I do get from a lot of people who are looking to move to East Lansing area, what are the student rentals like? Are there rentals everywhere? Well, in Glencairn, which I just showed you, or in Chesterfield Hills, that's known as a rental overlay district. So the only way that you will have renters there is if somebody owned a property, there was already an existing rental license, and it got grandfathered into the new owner. Other than that, they have quit making new licenses for those areas. So you're not really gonna necessarily have to deal with that. In Glencairn, there is a frat house that is there, just as a heads up, but all of the neighbors, the entire community says they're extremely respectful. There is not any sort of safety concerns that they have by living or having them live in that area. So you're not gonna have a lot of student rentals. Where you're gonna have a lot of student rentals are behind the downtown, which is gonna start right there where you can see the red building behind me and behind, and then even over here, like I'm on the main drag here, but just further back, you could have some rentals there. So it's just something that you have to be aware of. And some places do have rental overlay districts, which means that the community has voted on them not being able to have any new rental licenses whatsoever. So if you are looking to maybe have your kid move here and you're like, hey, it would be great if they could live in a house, we gotta be sure there's an existing rental license. Also gotta be sure that it's not in a rental overlay district. There's all sorts of laws, and I have an entire video. It's one of my first videos that I did where I talked about investing in East Lansing. You definitely want to check that out because it talks to you about the rental laws. I'm very well versed in it because I've helped numbers of people, help them find rentals here in East Lansing. So you're gonna need to have a trusted advisor, trusted real estate agent to be able to help you out with that. So I hope that this video was beneficial to you, that you were able to get more of a glimpse of East Lansing. You were able to see a house, the inside of it in Glencairn. Maybe you got some good tips. Again, my name is Troy Seifert. I do help people make smooth moves to the Greater Lansing, Michigan area. So I would love to be able to help you out, whatever your timeline is. Doesn't matter if it's days, weeks, months. I would love to be able to just kind of talk with you about your goals. So all my contact information is in the description below if you want to reach out anytime. If you like this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel because you'll be notified when brand new episodes of Lansing, Michigan Life go live, and I have new episodes going live at least once or twice a week. You're not going to want to miss them. Beautiful day out here today in August. Students are coming here soon. Streets are not that packed. I love it. So until next time, everybody, take care, make it a great day, and I will see you on the next episode.